Hello everyone. I'm going through it. I was just crying about a situation and you probably didn't think I would intro this video this way, but I think right now I just need to laugh. Sorry, my voice is cracking. I just need some fun commentary and I hope this brings a smile to someone else's face too, because I'm just going through some stuff in my personal life. I have some anime titties, and I have some more anime. Am I obsessed with my boobs? Are we all obsessed with boobs? Do boobs even matter? Why are we so judgmental towards women with boob jobs? Is cleavage actually that inappropriate in the workplace? Let's talk about boobs. Here, let me just take a picture of myself. Perfect. Hi, I'm Jessie. If you're new, it's always this chaotic, but you should stay. If you're not subscribed, I promise I'm mature once a year. Mom, Dad, I know I dropped out of college and you thought I'd be doing incredible work, and I think this is the highlight of that. I wish I could say I was crying over how beautiful the anime titties were. Okay. You should follow my Instagram to see my boobs. No. Follow my Instagram because I post a lot of stuff on there I really enjoy. See, this is the content I needed right now. Oh, I feel better already. Let's do this. We're doing our rants with Jessie and we are going to see what we think of boobs. The topic we all needed. Also a note, just want to give the heads up, we're talking about boobs, so I think if you clicked on this video, you should know that it's not all gonna be rated G, you know? It's obviously rated R, for the rat's name is not Ratatouille. You think you've heard that joke too much from me? No, because people still get his name wrong and I'm happy. Sorry. I'll make a whole separate video on that. Okay, I'm kidding. First, I was really interested, scientifically, why are people obsessed with boobs? Just why? And there were multiple reasons. I did some scientific research. My chemistry teacher would have been very proud of me. This is why I took chem honors, for this reason. To be sitting here with this very revealing shirt and that in the back. That's my girl. Don't you dare speak horribly about her. My brother is in the room next to me. This is so awkward. I hope he doesn't hear any of this. There's a scientific reason why we're obsessed with boobs, whether you're a man or a woman. Thank you for that LGBTQ plus representation. I do love a titty. Men have been known to talk to them. Talk to them? Hey, what's up? What? Is this a thing? I'm just like praying that my family never sees this. Women can't wait to yank them out of bras, but more likely for comfort than for shenanigans. Shenanigans, what do you mean? I look forward to taking off my bra because it means I put on a t-shirt and it means I'm gonna play Club Penguin. I don't know what they're implying here, pervs. Whether you've got them or not, there's no avoiding them in everyday life. Oh, darn it, I was trying to avoid them at all costs. Shit. They're used to sell everything from cars to phones to burgers. We'll get into that in a second. Why do these body parts get all the attention? What have they got that a well-turned ankle is missing? Good point. Evolutionary psychologists suggest that rounded buttocks evolved in women to provide a visual indication of youth and fertility. Is that why we're throwing it back? Biological anthropologist Bobby S. Lowe, or Lowe, I don't know, all-time low, that has nothing to do with the conversation, says the buttocks, this is where it gets intense guys, evolved in the context of females competing for the attention and parental commitment of powerful resource controlling males as an honest display of fat reserves. So when we were going through evolution, it was like, she got a big butt, it means that she's prepared for winter. Sexologist Alfred Kind says that the attraction to boobs stems from their similarity to the butt. They just look like butts. I mean, like, you're not wrong. When a baby is breastfed by its mother, oxytocin is released from the posterior pituitary gland, leading both participants to fall head over heels in love with each other. Gotcha. A similar thing happens when breasts are, oh my god, okay. Basically, when you're, as they said, going through some shenanigans, there's lots of oxytocin, so you have a deep bond. So like, if I want to love myself, do I just like play with my tits, like, or does it need to be someone else's? Because that's like a great life hack. Okay. They'll always be there for us. I have absolutely no mental stability, but at least I have a support system. In conclusion, they can be a signal of fertility and they can be very comforting, and also they look like butts. I can't. Wow, that's hilarious. Well, let's get on to the next subject. On my channel, it's not what I make my videos about, but sometimes I show some of this. I've never really had to describe this, but I guess one way I would describe my confidence in that sense is one, I'm not used to it, and two, it is a way for me to cope with my weight being different, which everyone copes with things differently, and for me, I'm like, okay, let me celebrate something that wasn't there before for me. Cool? Cool. Every night, I just recite to myself in the mirror, power of the titty. In media, as it was discussed before, they are used as a way to sell things. That is partially true because of the reasons stated before, one of them that they look like butt cheeks. People think that they are stereotypically attractive, and it's basic marketing which has pleasantly changed to feature less of the one stereotype of attractive, and I feel like, you know, people are going towards showing different body types more and more and more. I forgot what I was saying. I feel as if, yes, they are used to sell things, but there's also other stereotypically attractive things that are used in that sense. And there's also the fight of, do you need boobs to be feminine? I can tell you that is absolutely not true. There's also the idea of, does the size of, God, of boobs, he's right next to me. Does it affect how attractive a woman is? And I think we all know what my answer is gonna be here. Yes, no, no. Definitely not. Before I looked different, I made a video. I was basically talking about the benefits of having small boobs because I felt insecure about it because society was constantly telling me I needed to have big boobs to be feminine, which is not true. Also, something that contradicts the idea that boobs are attractive is also the idea that women get shamed for them at the same time, and women also get shamed for getting their boobs done. Wow, this is honestly my best video. 10 out of 10 would recommend. Here is an article that I found, and it says, the 6 rules of cleavage. Why do we need rules? Why? They're there. I mean, for myself, not everything I wear always shows cleavage, but I think for a lot of people, sometimes most pieces of clothing naturally just show off cleavage. My friend Adeline posted something about how she constantly felt like in order to be mature, she had to avoid cleavage when it's literally her body naturally has cleavage. I want to read these rules to you. This is on a health website. Just one missed blouse button and your girls can go from classy to trashy. I don't think trashy should ever be used to concern a woman's body, ever. Whether you meant to show off the goods on purpose, hey, you want 2 oranges, want the goods, or you're just too busty to help it, learn how and when to give your cleavage its stage time. Why do there have to be rules to someone's body? That is ridiculous. I don't think women are stupid. Well, no one asked you if you think women are stupid. I just don't think anyone knows the rules. So someone would think women are stupid because I don't understand. Let women do what they want with their bodies. This is so dumb. This type of mentality of telling women that there need to be rules, this is gonna make other people judge other people. Say I'm young and impressionable, Jessie, I'm 13 years old, I read these rules for how cleavage should be, and then I see someone not following the rules, because rules should always be followed, right? And I'm young and impressionable, I read this, and I'm like, that person is, and I use the word from this article, trashy. We don't like that. If you're confused about when to flaunt them and when to cover up, here's what the experts say. Do a double take in the mirror before walking out the front door in the morning. Can we not? And then it's just going on about how you could appear to other people, and that's like the whole problem here. There's nothing more fascinating than a woman who owns her sex appeal and her power. I think it is powerful for a woman to have control over her sex appeal. 100%, you should have control over that. But I think that there's nothing more fascinating thing, kind of makes it seem like you're doing it for other people when really you should be owning your sex appeal for yourself. It shouldn't be because you're worried about what Mary across the street will think. Mary, fuck you. Sorry. I'm kidding, there's no Mary. No. For best results, breast power should be wielded with awareness and intent. Time to wield my power, bitches. Okay, fuck. We have to realize that breasts are your femininity. Okay, that's where I disagree. God, like, I can't imagine what it's like for someone that struggles with their gender and sees an article like this and doesn't have breasts and feels like they are not feminine. Fuck you! I had no boobs for like most of my life, honestly, and to take away all of my femininity because of that is dumb as fuck. But it's good to know that my value is femininity based on other people's opinions. Thank you very much. That's what the power of the what is this power? It's like a superhero. Sorry, I had to make the Danny Phantom reference. Scream Phantom, I don't know. Unless your career success rests on your chest, it's probably wiser to rely on your other assets at the office. If cleavage isn't in your job description, don't write it in. I'm not saying show off your whole boob to the office, but like if I'm working with someone in an office, maybe I am just a very open-minded person, or maybe I just have human decency, but if someone just has some cleavage showing because they want to, it makes them feel confident. You don't know what they've gone through. Too much boobage. Oh, love that SAT vocabulary word. Showing a lot of breast is distraction. Oh my god, this reminds me of some like your bra strap is showing. That happened to me once in school. A teacher told me to keep them guessing. I was like, my bra strap? Really? Oh no, it wasn't even my bra strap. It was my shoulder. Y'all want to see something hot? We've got an exact measurement. Don't reveal more than 1 inch. Let's measure it with a Harry Potter wand. We've got about like 1/8 of a Harry Potter wand. Sorry, my boob power turned it on. Sorry, my boobage. The same holds true for your company's holiday party and meeting your boyfriend's parents for the first time. I think it's what represents what makes you feel happy and comfortable, okay?
I have nice boobs. I live with my family.
All bets are off when the sun goes down. Feel free to flaunt your curves and play up cleavage for a night on the town. Well, it's good to know that they're only there for other people's pleasure, not for my own confidence. This is the time to pair a push-up bra with a plunging neckline. Oh, now they're telling you how to get cleavage. Literally, this article is telling you, make sure you save yourself for at night when you need to please someone else. Oh, we have a new amount of inches. So now you get 2 to 3 inches during those hours when the sun starts to go down. So you have to like set timers on your phone. Let's just measure that. Okay, good to know. Well, there goes my childhood of Harry Potter. That just got messed up for me. Think of it as an accessory. It's a body part, okay. But when you're pregnant and your boobs are bigger, you're allowed to show it off whenever you want. You're allowed to. But people that naturally have bigger boobs and have cleavage show with a lot of their clothes, you need to be pregnant in order to show those, or else you need to try to cover up your boobs as much as possible. Thanks, Everyday Health. This is definitely everyday health, important stuff that we need. The scientific reality, gravity will eventually win. God, this is horrible. You're never too old to be sexy, but it's ridiculous to see a woman in her 60s or 70s walking around without a bra. Who are you to say this stuff? Listen to this, guys. Often a woman who is a little bit older will wear a push-up bra and she looks sort of odd. We didn't ask for your opinion. And since you can't fight physics without a boob job or a lot of duct tape, those not willing to go under the knife should aim for a look that complements. Also, they're saying your boobs can't be too big. You should use a minimizer, which if that makes you feel comfortable, fine. But you should use it if you have big boobs, according to this. They compared boobs to snowflakes. All right, eat this. Oh my god. Well, this made me feel great. Thank you for telling me what not to do when I'm 60 and 70 based off of your opinion. And it was stated very kindly too. Thank you so much. Anyways, let's go on to something that I was also thinking about. So people are attracted to boobs because they think they look like butts, right? But I did a video where I talked about the benefits of having small boobs because it was something that made me feel insecure because of society and norms, and like I said, when you're in middle school and you're comparing boobs and stuff. If you didn't do that, you're really lucky because that was really awkward. So anyways, society, people we date, all fully to blame for that insecurity. 14 things to no. Why is there 2 no's? To no before dating a woman with small boobs. It's like a different breed before dating one of those. Please be a butt person. See, this is where women with smaller boobs feel insecure. Please be a butt person. What about having a shining personality? I mean, I don't know what that's like. I have the personality of a trash can. Actually, someone once said I have the personality of a golden retriever, and ever since then, I've identified with that, so I'm a human golden retriever. Woof. And what they said after was pretty nice. Boobs are great, but telling someone you're a boob person might not be making someone feel good about themselves. I agree with that, but maybe don't title this statement, please be a butt person, because I think that's also making people feel insecure. What about not a butt or boob person? What about like a nice person? A very rare Pokemon. You need a master ball for that. You got some weak balls if you think otherwise. Some weak Pokeballs, obviously. Don't ever let your hands wander around our chest. Oh, I mean, this makes sense. They say as if you're searching for them. Yes. I think what they're doing is they have these really enticing title lines, and then after that, they are showing some rationality. Like, don't pretend you're searching for them, but who would do that? That's horrible. Our underwear can be super sexy. Saying something like, our underwear can be sexy, it's like saying, obviously having small boobs is a weakness, but here's one thing that you could think about, and I just don't even like the idea of correlating small boobs with being this huge issue. Like, why is there even an article about it? Does it even matter? matter. Never ask if we thought about a boob job. I totally agree. A boob job should be something that a person does because they want to and not because someone else wants to. With that being said, I also think we just need to get the stigma of boobs being someone else's object just out of our brains and something that is a part of the whole fucking dating profile. It is almost like we are literally putting boob size on our dating profiles. Never try and buy us underwear. Why should you not be able to get certain experiences because you have small boobs? Why should anything be excluded? That's ridiculous. A lot of things in this article I actually agree with, as I've stated, but I could see a lot of things in this article still getting to me because there is still this overarching, there's a disadvantage here. And that's kind of why I did my video about the benefits, because it's constantly viewed as being a hinder to your shine. This one's just funny. Don't worry if we don't have room for your phone in our handbag. Doesn't that apply to anyone that is wearing a bra, regardless of their size? Just starting to date someone. Hey, we're going on a hike. I don't know where to put my phone. Let me put it in my boobs. I have small boobs, just so you know. So I'm at the advantage that I'm wearing a bra, but like, doesn't everyone wear a bra? I'm at an advantage. Well, there we go. A question someone asked online, and this seems like something I would write when I was younger, which makes me really sad. How do I cope with having small boobs? I really don't know how so many women are convinced that small boobs are non-feminine or bad looking. Studies have shown people's preferences vary. And there's also the magical unicorn with powerful balls that, fuck, I didn't even like put the Pokemon metaphor in there, that you can only catch these Pokemon with master balls, not weak balls, weak Pokemon balls, where basically they actually also care about someone's personality. Interesting, right? Anyways, if anyone does feel insecure about this sort of thing, like I highly would recommend watching my old video because I feel like it mixes kind of like what this video is, you know, a serious concept and focusing on that confidence, but also some comedy because boobs are funny. Back on the discussion of media, I feel like specifically with a lot of cartoon characters, it's small waist and then boop, which a lot of the times does not happen. And I mean, if it does happen, that is beautiful, but if you don't have that, that's beautiful too. I think it is more common than not that women aren't complete hourglasses. Like there's gonna be a little bit around here, there's also a little bit around here, and I think expecting that of a person is not fair at all. I think it would have helped me a lot growing up if there were just more characters that also, oh my god, I thought I saw a blinking red light. Anime in particular, it is so incredibly idealized and brought out, but obviously that happens a lot in American cartoons too, but I was curious as to why with anime. Let's find out. It's interesting though, I feel like it's very often you either get a character that like you can clearly tell she has boobs or like where there's just basically no display of boobs. It's like very extreme, one or the other, I've noticed. Anime's breast obsession explained. They're saying basically the same fixation developed in the United States. However, it's shown a lot more with commercials with a hamburger and music videos, and Japan can do that as well, but anime is a big part of their culture. So honestly, it happened within the US and Japan at the same time, according to this article. I don't know. On the opposite side of the coin, anime targets the West. Interesting, I never knew that. In order to make more money, studios need to make stories that have the widest appeal. So partially it's to attract people in the West, but that doesn't validate whitewashing. But that's a discussion for another time. Death Note movie. Anyways, let's read another Reddit article. Someone goes, because why not? We do this in many forms of media, not just anime. 100% agree with that. I think anime is just a very big part of media there, and that's why it seems like anime has it more than any other show or thing. But I mean, I think about music videos and even like clothing stores in the US. There were a few boob scenes that were very obvious within the beginning of Rick and Morty when it was being pitched more towards straight college guys. It's crazy. Rich is going into his preferences. He prefers medium. Good to know. Thanks, Rich. I guess we got a little bit of a explanation, maybe? Interesting. Sometimes I have some people that are like, you show your boobs too much, you're obsessed. And the thing is, I look at other people that have similar body types to me and they've been posting photos the same way I have and they don't get those comments. I got this comment, I thought it was so funny. I always wore a lot of revealing clothes, but they look different on me now, and that's why it seems like I'm constantly bringing attention to that. And honestly, I mean, I do point it out, I make a good joke or two. That's not my fault, I am proud of those jokes. And I want to let everybody know something. I do not think myself self-worth went up as a human being. I did not feel as if I had more power with this thing that is stereotypically considered feminine, and you don't need that to be feminine. I want you to know people treat me, for the most part, exactly the same. Literally everyone in real life treats me the same. It doesn't really affect your lifestyle or your life at all. But also, where I'm not explicitly pointing it out, people were attached to it because one, media, two, it looks different. But I'm wearing a lot of clothes I used to feel comfortable in, but at a new weight, and that's why I look completely, totally different. For example, for the purpose of this video, I decided to wear something that did make everything more revealing, but I don't feel as if I need to do that to have any value in this world, and no one else should. There you go. Peace. Yeah. Cool. I've dealt with both sides of it, where people assume things about myself because I wear more revealing clothes one way and then wear more revealing clothes and I look differently another way. I've been made to feel insecure in both situations, and it's hard and it's not fair, and I just want you to know that life is so much more than that. And if you want to do this for yourself, get a boob job. I do not agree with ever shaming anyone that gets work done. I don't want them to ever feel embarrassed or as if they as a person are fake. I've seen that and I don't think it's true at all. If you get a boob job, that's for you, and that is honestly incredible. However, if you naturally have small boobs and you have no interest in a boob job, but you do feel insecure about the way you look, I was 100% you, and I want you to know that I'm not treated any differently now that I have boobs. Not really. And my value as a person does not change because of that, and yours doesn't either. You are not more or less dateable because of that, and if anyone tells you otherwise, they got some weak Pokemon balls. So and another thought for the other side of things, if you do want to show off your curves, go for it. Who is anyone else to tell you that you look trashy because of that? That is insane. For me, it would make me sad that someone that wrote that article could see my Instagram and say I'm trashy, when I think it's quite a beautiful thing that I'm trying to celebrate parts of my body that I hid for a long time. I'm running out of battery because I've been ranting so long, but honestly, this video was fun, and I think it had a really good message, and it made me feel a lot better. I'm gonna feature your pages on the screen, as well as your posts. I love you. I hope you have a good day. I will see you in the future. Bye.